Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Wednesday, and thanks for joining us at the start of a brand new day. Now, Zurich-based Guerilla Classics creates inspiring and spontaneous concert experiences in unique settings in public spaces, bringing classical music to a young and broad audience. And the year 2020, a very special one which marks the beginning of a new chapter for Guerilla Classics with a tour through South Africa and Switzerland. And it's so great to have them here with us. We have Hiromi, Yannick, as well as Noma Postina, who join us to chat about what Guerilla Classics is all about, what they're going to be doing, and of course later on we'll be hearing some music. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We had the pleasure of hearing a snippet of what we can expect this morning, and I cannot wait because it sounds absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's classical music, but how would you say that classical music has changed in the 21st century?
That's a big question.
Yeah, it's a very big question. Let's unpack it slowly.
So we're addressing the question of classical music on the African continent and in the European part.
Yes.
So we ask, like, what is classical music Noma Postile plays, and what do we play in the concert houses in Switzerland? And Neo Moyanga's composition tries to merge these styles.
Yeah.
That's what's changing in the 21st century. We're all mobile and mixed, and we start to redefine classical music like that.
Yeah, making it more accessible, because it is a beautiful and enjoyable music that I think for long has held that stigma that it's only reserved for a certain class.
An exclusive class,
But now it's more accessible. In terms of the history of Guerilla Classics, tell us about where Guerilla Classics comes from and what it is that you essentially do.
So I founded it 2.5 years ago, and it is to bring classical music out of the concert halls, as you said, out of this little, maybe elite space into public space to make it accessible for everybody.
Absolutely love that, man. It's the first time that you guys are touring South Africa. What was the motivation behind that, and how would you then say that music connects people globally?
So I stood in Park Station. A friend was building a medical care center there. I was visiting South Africa.
Park Station in Johannesburg?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he heard that we are playing for the commuters in Zurich, like to accompany their souls in the morning while the sun rises. And he was like, you need to do this in South Africa. So this is when we said, okay.
I mean, just
That's
imagine...
a beautiful way of putting it, accompanying souls as the sun rises in the morning, you know?
And Yannick, I understand you've literally just recently arrived in South Africa from Switzerland. How has your time been? Because you come all the way from the Swiss mountains.
Yeah, it has been quite exciting yet. I mean, we arrived yesterday and then we got a call from Hiromi saying, hey guys, we have to go to an interview, and then we had to... Like, we just arrived, we checked in, we put our stuff in the Airbnb, and then we already went to the radio show. It was exciting. And then yesterday we went to the Lion's Head. Yeah, we did it already. So it was amazing.
It's a beautiful place, eh?
Beautiful place. I mean, we're used to the mountains, like in Switzerland, but here it's also nice to see it's different, of course, but the hiking experience was amazing.
Yours are a little bit colder than ours, you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah,
ours are a bit more hike-friendly. But Noma Posile, tell us about your introduction to Guerilla Classics and the collaboration that is happening here.
Oh, we have a beautiful collaboration that is happening because us, we represent the ancient voices, and then what we do African music. So they're doing classical music. So how we collaborate, we combine those two. So what's coming out of that is so beautiful, it's so amazing. And then also the instruments that we are using, we're using African instruments. So later on, people will say what we play. Because we play wadi, and then they're playing vibraphones, and then what Neo Moyanga composed, it's a golden song, which is a South African song. It's an olden folk song. So, and then they playing it in a classical way, and then we play it in a African way. So you'll see.
I can't wait.
Wow.
I mean, the combination of the two different elements obviously is explosive, and it's not something that we hear every single day. But I can imagine that it comes with its own challenges to kind of put those two genres of music together. What are some of those challenges?
We're actually starting rehearsals today.
Oh, wow.
So this is the first time in the TV studio that everybody meets.
This is an
No, wait.
exclusive.
That's crazy cool.
But that's why the merch will only be heard in the premiere in Youngblood on Thursday.
Yeah.
So here you will hear these amazing musicians separately.
Yes.
Then we will study hard together and bring it together. There will be challenges. We need to go out of our comfort zones and find new ways together.
Yeah, and there are 2 shows that you are performing, the 12th and the 13th, and the 14th, so there's 3 shows. So there's Youngblood Africa in Cape Town, 12th of March, and then the Roots Spring Musenberg, Cape Town, 13th of March, and at the Zeitz-Mocha in Cape Town on the 14th of March. Oh man, that's going to be a wonderful experience that I think people will be very, very delighted by. I'm curious to ask this question, although I'm going to feel a little bit silly, because you said earlier on, Hiromi, that Noma Postile can yodel.
That's what she did the first time.
African yodeling?
When I saw her, she started yodeling, and I
Do
was
you mean like ululation?
our...
Not yelelelele.
Oh. Okay, wait.
Yelele, oh, I, oh, yelele, oh, yelele, oh, yelele, oh, oh, yo, yelele, oh, yelele, oh,
That's
yelele, oh, so that it collaborates with them, because in Switzerland they do a yodeling too.
But then you put your own African touch to it.
I can't yodel. My mom can yodel.
Come on.
Can you yodel?
No.
These are the challenges we're going to face, because, she takes the challenge and we're like, scared.
Guys, I've had a dream for a very long time in my life. I've always wanted to be a yodeler.
Okay, so give it a try.
So wait. Noma Postile, while you do the African yodeling, I'm going to try and...
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, go, yeah. Go.
Noma Postile.
You must go.